Alopecia areata can be a very distressing condition. It causes you to lose your hair, and that hair loss can be very severe. But there is hope. There are ways that we can combat alopecia areata and help you to grow your hair back. This is Dr. Dwella Moton Nelson, your Healthy Scalp Specialist. When you're diagnosed with alopecia areata, the first thing that you feel is stress. You stress because we know that alopecia areata does not have a cure. It's one of those autoimmune conditions that does not have a cure. So let's talk about first, if you have a diagnosis of alopecia areata. It affects your physical life, it affects your emotional life, and often it affects your social life. And so I wanted to speak to those things because this particular autoimmune disease, it affects so many people. Men, women, girls, boys, does not matter. Does not matter the age, does not matter the nationality or where you might live. It is something that affects all of us, all over this entire globe. And so it's really important to understand that it's not just a physical condition, it's much deeper than that. So with alopecia areata, of course, physically, you'll start to see that you have areas on your scalp that hair is not growing. Sometimes when you see that, you look the other way and you say, hey, I don't want to deal with it. I don't have alopecia. Some people tend to have denial about it and they don't want to discuss it. Their family members might notice that there's a physical change in their scalp or their hair, and their family members might bring it to their attention and they will say, I don't want to talk about it. I know that it's there, and they want to ignore it, but that's really not the right thing to do. If you start to see that you have hair loss, the best thing to do is see a dermatologist as soon as possible, or talk to a healthcare professional also about your stress level. Those two things kind of go hand in hand. So that's the physical thing that happens, the physical life change that happens when you are diagnosed with alopecia areata specifically. This is Dr. Dwella Moton Nelson, your Healthy Scalp Specialist.